Donald Trump has survived an assassination attempt, defiantly declaring that he will never surrender. The attempted assassination occurred at an open-air rally.
Chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Move to the spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move.
Up.
Move. Go.
Up. Hawkeye's here.
Hawkeye's here. Move it to the spare.
Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready.
We ready?
Down. Down.
Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're good to move.
Clear.
We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes.
Got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay. My shoes down. My shoes.
Watch out.
Wait.
At the time of recording, we have relatively few details about the wannabe assassin or about the motives behind the assassination attempt. There are reports that he was a registered Republican. However, that is not determinative in any way. After all, there are also reports that many people registered as Republicans in order for them to be able to vote in the Republican primary and therefore tried to stop Donald Trump, i.e., him registering as a Republican might have simply been a way to interfere with the whole process of selecting Donald Trump as the presidential nominee. Furthermore, there are reports that he was an Antifa member or an Antifa sympathizer, and there are reports that he had donated to a Democrat super PAC, albeit only $15. So the exact motivation for this, again, is not totally clear at the time of recording, but surely more information and more details are going to be coming out. You can let me know your thoughts about what you think the motivation likely was in the comments below. The shot was taken from 130 meters away. This reportedly is a relatively easy shot to take. Now, Donald Trump was defiant. He was immediately seen raising his arm after the shot, and he later followed this up with a post on Truth Social. Donald Trump stated, "I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all of law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong, in that I heard a whizzing sound. Shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through my skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless America." In the wake of this, Donald Trump's support has only increased. It appears that people are rallying behind him, and it appears that the rather vapid response from some sections of the left has not helped their own situation. For example, Elon Musk specifically endorsed President Trump. Now, Elon Musk has been a little bit lukewarm in his support of President Trump, maybe not going all in. However, he certainly was leaning in that direction, and he certainly now has doubled down on that, going all in on President Trump. Elon Musk stated, "I fully endorse President Trump and hope for his rapid recovery." Elon Musk followed up by posting a photo of Donald Trump raising his arm in defiance and stated, "Last time America had a candidate this tough was Theodore Roosevelt." Theodore Roosevelt, of course, was the victim of an attempted assassination attempt where the bullet was actually blocked by his speech notes. And then Theodore Roosevelt continued on giving his speech even though there was an attempted take on his life. Even Bill Ackman, who seems to be something of a never-Trumper and had been going out of his way to try to avoid endorsing Donald Trump, turned around to support him. Bill Ackman stated the following as part of a rather lengthy tweet on X. "I'm going to formally endorse President Trump. I came to this decision some time ago, as many of my ex-followers have already understood from my supportive posts of Trump and my criticisms of President Biden. The reason why I have not yet formally done so is that I want to explain my thinking in detail and address the arguments put forth by others against Trump. I want to make the case thoughtfully and convincingly." Now, Bill Ackman appears to have relatively lukewarm support for President Trump and appears to more be concerned about issues with President Biden. However, it appears that this attempted assassination has turned Bill Ackman in favor of Donald Trump finally. For his part, President Biden also condemned the attempted assassination attempt and reportedly had sought to phone President Trump in order to speak to him personally. Now, of course, the background to all of this situation is a combination of both extreme political policies that have led to extreme media vitriol. This precipitates things such as assassination attempts. The problem is that the left and the right have to some extent become more and more extreme. In my opinion, the left has become much more extreme than the right at this point. They've become rather control freak-like, and if you push back against their controlling behavior, then somehow you are the villain and somehow you are the fascist, which is a little bit ironic. If you're pushing back against their Stasi and their attempt to control you, then somehow you're a fascist. That's a little bit odd and is a little bit of a butchering of the underlying idea of what a fascist actually involves. Because one would actually consider that their attempts to control your movements, control what you do with your money, control your assets, would be rather more fascist than people who are promoting individual autonomy. Now, whenever you resist these extreme left policies, the media machine jumps in and then paints you as an existential threat, either labeling you as a racist or a malcontent or some other threat to democracy. It's extreme rhetoric that is serving extreme policies. Now, of course, the irony is that the left tries to seize your assets or your cash flow rights, which themselves are an asset. And the great irony, therefore, is that while they are attempting to control you, which seems to be inherently undemocratic in my opinion, they are painting you as an existential threat for daring to push back. Bill O'Reilly has collected a compilation of clips from various left-wing media outlets that have painted Donald Trump as an existential threat to democracy. Let's have a listen to some of these clips.
Roll the tape.
Not only are they planning on a civil war if they have to do that, but he's spelling it out specifically how and what they're going to do and how he's going to get revenge, how he's going to attack his enemies, all of these things. And when he talks about race, we know, and I'm going to tell you again today, Donald Trump is a pure racist. And I am worried that the attack is going to be on people of color.
So maybe he didn't read Mein Kampf, but he kept a collection of Hitler's speeches by his bed, according to his first wife, in a Vanity Fair article. And you can hear it in his words. You can see it at his rallies. That's exactly the direction he's going. He's going doubling, tripling down on fascist Hitler-like rhetoric.
And I guess I'll just ask you, from somebody who's sitting outside of the media window, what is it going to take to get the media to take seriously the fact that Donald Trump is acting like a Nazi, talking like a Nazi, and now posting like a Nazi?
Now, I would encourage you to check out Bill O'Reilly's full video because it is actually rather interesting on this, whether or not you actually like Bill O'Reilly's content in general. But then this begs the question of where does this leave us? Well, to my mind, the media needs to stop with the fear-mongering and the extreme rhetoric and painting anyone who disagrees with it as extreme. especially when those people are just pushing back against state control on media overreach. Politicians need to respect citizens' autonomy, and they need to stop the gaslighting, doublespeak, and duplicitousness when people push back against the politicians' own extremism. The situation, to some extent, has gotten a little bit so farcical, including the response to this incident, but also more generally, that the Babylon Bee came out with this satirical headline, "Trump indicted for inciting assassination attempt," which seems like the type of thing that some might do if they felt they could get away with it. People have started to see through the hypocrisy coming from a lot of politicians, and when the politicians are being called out for this, they appear to just get more and more extreme, labeling their opponents as a threat to democracy in an attempt to keep them out of office. Similarly with the media. The media builds upon this whole situation, laying the foundation for this type of extremism. But let me know your thoughts about this whole incident in the comments below.